Indeed, Africa is a place where legends come alive. There you can meet real unicorns, and in different colors, shapes and sizes. Black and white rhinoceroses, spiders with a spike on their belly. And who told you that unicorns would be white fluffy horses? Today we're going to check out another unicorn, the rhinoceros viper. She, too, has a sprout on her snout. And also the venom, which makes it one of the most dangerous vipers of the Black Continent. The rhinoceros viper diligently destroys the idea of snakes as creatures of thin and flexible. Viper grows up to 90 centimeters in length and weighs up to 10 kilograms. Among African vipers, it is reputed to be the most weighty. For comparison, the Gabonese viper is up to 11 kilograms only at length of 1.8 meters. Yes, the snake is not small, but you will only notice it if it wants to find itself. There are three things. First, the rhinoceros viper is an inhabitant of equatorial Africa, from western Kenya to Togo, such a state in Africa. In the local jungle, even an elephant can be hidden. Secondly, the external carnival coloration perfectly disguises the snake among the bushes and leaves. The rhinoceros viper pattern is an alternation of mottled arrows, lines, and triangles. It reminded me of my grandmother's rug. English-speaking biologists called the reptile a butterfly viper, probably because they have not seen our carpets. And the most poetically inclined connoisseurs of snake beauty call these patterns bows. But the main difference of the rhinoceros viper is, of course, the decoration on the snout. The hardened scales form a horn or two or three. Why is such beauty needed at all? So far there is only one hypothesis. This decoration changes the outline of the snake's snout, so it becomes even more difficult to notice it among leaves and twigs. Thirdly, the viper itself is an unsociable person. The reptile is nocturnal and hides in leaf litter, fallen tree trunks, and hollow trees during the day. In general, the snake has done everything possible, just not to be seen too many times. This is associated with a lot of difficulties in the study of such snakes. Researchers tracing vipers of this genus in Tai National Park in Côte d'Ivoire quickly became convinced that with their charges, the usual ways of finding snakes do not work. Finding such a shy creature by poking around would be expensive. So they had to resort to the help of the smaller monkeys, the smoky mongoose. Usually these monkeys are calm to snakes, but vipers cause a hysterical reaction in them. Sudden jumps and screams are a sign that danger is near. For 429 days, the scientists followed the mangobe, and from the occasional panic, they were able to find 43 vipers, and one individual was caught twice. A disturbed viper warns a potential adversary with a hiss. So that the reckless traveler gets the message, the snake hisses very loudly. Some consider the rhinoceros viper to be the loudest of its African relatives. It's not the fault of anyone who doesn't listen. The viper doesn't attack without a reason. But our size, by definition, makes a human a threat. When a snake sees something so large near itself, it will easily assume that it has already been attacked and will rush to defend itself. The consequences of a bite are sad. Swelling can spread from the bitten limb to the torso. The venom of the African viper has cardiotoxic, coagulatory, and antiplatelet effects. The first disrupts the cardiovascular system, the second disrupts blood clotting, and the third causes internal bleeding. This is where the solitary lifestyle of the rhinoceros viper is, of course, a plus. There are not many chances to stumble upon it in the wild. On the other hand, for the same reason, the statistics of the consequences of its bite does not shine with precision. In general, a trip to the woods anywhere in the world can be compared with a trip to a museum. You can look, but you can't touch. If in the gallery you will be scolded by the granny inspector, in the woods you will be punished by nature itself.